The Henderson Bowls Club in Auckland plays host to the Trust New Zealand Bowls Open. Terry Scott, I wanted to say the 2009, but it's 2010, so Happy New Year to you, and also Happy New Year to you as well. Terry, we have the women's singles final coming up. It is two of the premier bowlers in Australia and New Zealand, Sharon Renshaw from Australia and, of course, Jan Khan from New Zealand. This should be a fantastic match.
Yes, both these bowlers have represented their country at international level, and, of course, Sharon Renshaw, she won this event 2 years ago. She knows what it's like to be on the finals green, and I am sure we are going to see a fantastic final.
She won it in 2007. We nicknamed her the ballerina bowler, and Terry, she's got a very unique style. When she puts that front foot on the mat, it's almost a tiptoe style, isn't it?
Yes, very purposeful in her delivery, and it is a great way for a lot of up-and-coming bowlers to have a look at how she goes about her play.
It was New Zealand versus Australia, so let's see if Jan Khan could make it through.
And here's Jan Khan, as we see, delivering the first bowl on the opening end. Playing with the red bowls, throwing a full-length jack. And a pretty good opening bowl as well. Very good, Jan Khan. Certainly want to be getting on top of this lady who has had success at this event before. Sharon Renshaw with the green bowls and the green disc, wearing the attire of Australia, the yellow colours of Australia. Also on the backhand, both players going down the same side of the green, and a very good start for Sharon Renshaw as well. Well, if that's how they start and continue throughout this game, we're going to be in for a very, very good final.
Jam that bowl jack high.
As Jan Khan asked the question as to whether the bowl is jack high.
Pardon?
And our
Thank you.
marker today, who will give indications to the players, is Jan Shirley. Jan Shirley, of course, who competed in the triples final, or the pairs final actually, then was successful in winning that event late last year. Take this opportunity to welcome into the commentary Kevin Hickland, the former president of Bowls Auckland. Of course, Bowls Auckland, who are the instigators of this event, and a life member, recent made life member of the Auckland Bowls Centre, and a man who's, well, he's looked as though he's had a very good Christmas indeed. So Kevin Hickland may be able to tell us about the restful and peaceful time you had over the Christmas period, because you certainly look as though you enjoyed it.
Yeah, very enjoyable Christmas, Terry, and yes, you enjoy these times with the family, and more than likely one imbibes a wee bit more than what one normally does, but great to be here today. There's absolutely perfect conditions we've got here for the women's final, and no wind at all. Green running around about the 18-second mark, and good crowd in as well, and we should see, I think we'll see a superb game of bowls, and Sharon Renshaw started exceptionally well with that first bowl of hers just resting centimetres away from the jack.
I think one of the beauties of it is, Kevin, is that we have got no wind, and we've seen in some of our previous finals how windy and blustery, and the effect that it had on the bowls. Well, today at this stage, and let's hope they're not putting a curse on it, because it is absolutely near perfect conditions.
It certainly is out here at Cranwell Park, in the very park-like surroundings here in Henderson. As we look at the trees at the back and the sides of the green, there's absolutely no movement at all, whereas in the previous games there's certainly been wind affected in virtually all of the games, which has made a difference, and the weather today should lend itself to very, very good draw play.
Well, Sharon Renshaw has got the one shot. Some movement of the jack, just opened it up a little bit, created a bit more room for Jan Khan, and she has the 1 second shot. We can see the red bowls there that are the second shot as Jan Khan takes a walk to the far end of the green. It's a near full length end.
And Terry, she's looking, obviously, there's that shot to come down and possibly rest on the green bowl or get a touch on the jack, where there's two red bowls sitting in the just in behind the head, and if she can get a touch on that down onto the jack, move the kitty about a metre on the draw, which doesn't take much weight to do that, and this quickness of green, it would be a good result for her.
Well, we saw just before some of the crowd settling in for this match, and I'm sure they'll be delighted with the class that these two ladies are able to display. Jahan Khan, once again on her backhand, looking to play with weight. Taking a chance to test it out early on. Looks to be wide at this stage. It's the first one, so we won't criticise that too much. She has to get a feel of it, and it's definitely going to be Sharon Renshaw who's going to score on the first end. Holding one at the moment. Wants to add, and we can tell our viewers that in the singles game, they play the first to 21 shots. First to score 21 and take out the fabulous first prize, $2,000 gold medal, and the honour of being the 2009 victors in the Trust New Zealand Open. Sharon Renshaw, pretty well played again. Looks pretty good. Players will have a study just to ensure the situation. Jahan Khan takes out one, concedes the second, and it's Sharon Renshaw who kicks off the scoring, and 2 on the first end. And remembering, as I said, we're playing to 21 shots.
The first end, it is Sharon Renshaw from Australia, 2 up.
Good crowd on here now, Terry, enjoying these wonderful surroundings and the play.
Yes, you can see them there along the side of the green. Quite fantastic, the work and preparation that has come into the finals rink. Grandstands onto the green. Wouldn't be too many greenkeepers around the country who allow stands to be erected on their green, Kevin.
No, there would not be. Certainly would not be, Terry, but it's great to see. Just we've seen it with cricket and we've seen it with other sports, but now it's good to see such a colourful activity in the sport.
Yeah, well, it brings it into that enclosed venue type situation, and when you've got just one game going on a green that's around about 35 metres square, long each way, the spectators look to be so far away, and visually it becomes a very bland sort of situation. But here we can see the spectators right along the side of the green, the painting on the green. It's creating a colourful atmosphere.
Yeah, it certainly is, and we've seen in other years the normal, as we watch the Jahan Khan bowl, her second bowl come in, and very, very good bowl here from Jahan Khan, just skirting around the bowl of Sharon Renshaw's to sit fairly adjacent to the jack and definitely holding the shot.
Sharon Renshaw delivering. Forehand. Doesn't need too much of a correction on her previous bowl. She just needs to get past it. She looked to be heading into it. She turned over enough or slip underneath. Still the red bowl behind the jack we see on the left-hand side.
Jane?
Past. Shirley. Have a look and indicate that Jahan Khan is holding the one shot at the moment.
And of course now
at least one.
Jahan Khan now just got to hold that a good line on that drawer. She doesn't want to be turning any of the green bowls over, although they're a long way out. So she's going to endeavour to just to, as she did with her second bowl, just draw around the front green bowl. But she looks to have the weight on with this her third bowl.
Yes, a reluctance from the players to play the other side of the green, although we did see Sharon Renshaw play a fantastic bowl a couple of ends ago on her backhand, and she must have heard what I said. So she decides that she is going to try it once more, because that's where she got her second shot. Previously, going in this direction, delivers. Very, very deliberate delivery. Goes through quite a pre-delivery routine, placing of her foot on the mat. Backhand, very good weight.
perfect weight from that bowl of Sharon Renshaw. It's just slightly wide of the Jan Khan counting bowl. So Jan Khan now playing her last bowl, who will also come down the backhand side of the rink.
Well, I think it's necessary for Jan to change because she doesn't want to turn any of the green bowls that we can see there up the front of the jack, and they're very much in her line. Looks to be pretty well pointed. Can she pick up the jack? She wants to really pick up the jack. Get the jack. Get the jack. Oh, that's good stuff from Jan Khan. That's what she wanted. Yeah, well done. She was calling it to drag the jack and worked it home very well.
She certainly talked that bowl home in its last couple of metres of run and picked the jack up very, very cleanly and dragged it over to where her second bowl is, and more than likely, I didn't have a good look at them, but I think holding 3 shots with that very, very good bowl that she played, which is her last bowl. And Sharon Renshaw has now got...
As we see the last bowl of Jan Khan.
Come on,
Look
Chilster.
at this. You can hear her talking at home.
All the way in, pull it.
Yeah, well, we'll leave the commentary to Jan because she did all the work as it was and did a fantastic job. Definitely got the 2 shots. May have 3. Difficulty for Sharon Renshaw now is that she doesn't have anything past the jack. So you can see her 2 short bowls, one on the right-hand side. But I'm sure she will look at playing with some weight. Opportunity to come down in between her own front bowls, as we'll see shortly. It's very deliberate action once again. Perhaps to play more of the draw. Must be 3 down, wanting to reduce the count, I would imagine, but it looks to be very heavy. Well, I think with the green that she had, she was looking at the draw, but played it very heavy, so it's Jan Khan on the scoreboard in the final of the Trust New Zealand Open Women's Singles.
Sure, I think it's
Wonderful bowl by Jan Khan, her last bowl to get that
3.
drag on the jack and scoring 3 to narrow 5-3 now to Sharon Renshaw.
4. Sharon Renshaw from Australia leads 5-3.
Jan Khan having delivered the jack to a near full length, net out approximately 3 metres. Jack, as we can see, on the centre line. Targeting in towards the jack is the red bowl of Jan Khan. It's a good opener.
Very good opening bowl there from Jan Khan. Straight away we saw when Sharon Renshaw scored then. She straight away gave the mat and the first bowl to Jan Khan. And obviously Jan feels good about that because she's immediately gone and drawn her first bowl, the red bowl that we can see. In close jack low as we'd call it, but very adjacent to the jack.
Reply from Sharon Renshaw. Green speckled bowl. Fantastic to see the colours of the bowls, the yellow jack. Coloured attire. Black of New Zealand, the gold of Australia. Khan looks to draw a second.
Very, very good bowl there from Jan Khan, her second bowl, and holding 2. And Terry talking about the coloured clothing the other day out here. We saw Karen Murphy, the Australian player, in the qualifying rounds, was here in that her team was playing in all in shocking pink, and that was to as they were part of a charity for Glenn McGrath's wife, of course, who'd passed away with breast cancer, and Karen McGahn, the Australian marathon runner, and they had a big fundraiser.
Yes, Sharon Renshaw. It's a pretty good bowl. Just drawing to it.
Is it sitting right on it,
Resting
Jan,
on
how
the
far
shot
from
bowl
the
of
jack?
Jan Khan. And Jan Shirley will give us an indication as to how far away it is. 3 inches. How many centimetres is that, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. 3 inches is a pretty good number, Terry. But
Come on, we've got to get into the days of you know, modern measurements.
Perfectly weighted bowl there from Sharon Renshaw, and perfectly greened, obviously, and just got that touch on the Jan Khan's bowl or shot at the time.
75 millimetres, Kevin.
Thank you for that. All good greenkeepers would know that. Jan Khan there just playing her third bowl with lack of weight and lack of green, really.
See the bowl here of Sharon Renshaw. Absolutely perfect. Perfectly weighted, perfectly green, resting on the shot bowl, and she's pretty excited to, yep, applaud from our scoreboard attendant as well.
Get up there.
Oh, look at that. Wow, wow, wow.
Two magnificent bowls from Sharon
Yes,
Renshaw.
we've seen quite often how the bowl has fallen, what we call falling turtle, turning turtle, falling against the bias, Kevin. And it's something we'll see it again here, because she definitely didn't look as though she was going to get another shot. Going across the face there, doesn't touch the green bowl, but look at it turn back. And I think it's one of the characteristics we so often see in a starweed green. It's the actual bowl tends to fall a lot more against the bias.
It does, Terry. No two ways about that. That bowl normally would have, in fact, just as it stopped, would have turned the other way. It wouldn't have been a counting bowl. But with starweed, the starweed service just get a different finish, and that bowl, as you rightly say, turned the other way and rolled over. One roll, counter.
Right, the first attacking shot, I think, from Jan Khan, playing with weight on her forehand, looking to get a split on the shot bowls. Looks to be tight as ducking away it does. Finding 2/3 shots, but however, it's Sharon Renshaw who has got a couple of shots. Kevin, as she'll be wandering back, thinking about the fact that she's jumped off to a good lead here. Also thinking about the next shot she's going to play. Will she continue to play down the same hand, or look at possibilities of is it safer for her to go on the other hand?
I think the way how it's, it's sitting, the one at the Jan Khan bowl isn't sitting that far away, but she'll persevere with the backhand and just try and draw inside the Jan Khan bowl, which is virtually jack level, but wouldn't want to be narrow. But very, very good controlled weight player, this lady. She's so deliberate.
The last bowl, the 7th end, Sharon Renshaw holding 2, starting to exert her dominance. Enough weight to come home. She's on a pretty good track. She's on a pretty good track. Oh, this is some pretty good stuff here from Sharon Renshaw. Outstanding, in fact. Look at that. 3 green bowls all nestled around the jack. Quite fabulous stuff, really. Yes.
Well, that for the viewers back home sitting in their lounges, Terry, that shows the true art of the game, really, doesn't it? That beautiful draw shot as we watch her last bowl come in and just sit in that triangle of beautifully drawn bowls, centimetres away from the jack, and also you've got to have good greens and good conditions to be able to play those sorts of shots.
Choose to go easy. Choose to be economical. And choose to care for the planet. Choose to have fun with family and friends. Choose to be safe and stylish. Choose the most fuel-efficient, all-new dedicated petrol car in New Zealand. Choose new Suzuki Alto.
Dilmah Earl Grey, real tea with the distinctive flavour of bergamot. Dilmah English breakfast, wonderfully rich and timeless. Enjoy Dilmah Earl Grey and English breakfast, now in convenient 30 packs.
Do try it.
That's fantastic.
The first slam of the year never lacks colour.
Oh, that's a jam.
The brightest talent will brush aside opponents.
Oh, what a shot.
And paint the town in their name.
Nadal wins in Melbourne.
The Australian Open starts January 18th, Sky Sport 1. Brought to you by Bunnings Warehouse.
Joan Brown sitting there, who's one of the great supporters of New Zealand bowls. Her and her husband Ethel travel all around the world watching the New Zealand team in action, and are certainly lovers of New Zealand bowls.
Well, Sharon Renshaw leading by 19 to 12. Jan Khan, first bowl, 2.5 metres past the jack. Opening bowl on this, the 18th in from Sharon Renshaw. Also heavy, but it's the shot at this stage. Metre past.
Actually, we do look at that green, Terry, right now. I think, just looking at some of the markings, I know there's dirt marks out there, but I do think it is also has been sweating a wee bit if you just look at it. But as we watch now, Jan Khan's second bowl just break into the head under green slightly.
Very slightly, but it'll stay for the shot. That's number one.
Ball sitting level with the jack, so it was perfectly weighted. And Jan Khan holding one.
Renshaw delivering his second, staying on the forehand. Come back home, that's the thing. Heavy once again. Repeat of the first bowl. Sharon Renshaw, one down. Jan Khan needs to score. She can't afford to let Sharon Renshaw really score another shot. Jan Khan tracking pretty well again, Kevin. Looks to be good. Looks to be good.
Very good bowl there from Jan Khan, and perhaps you may have liked to do a couple more rolls out of it to sit behind, but at this stage scoring's the name of the game for Jan Khan, and the shot bowl itself sitting slightly jack low, and two shots at this stage definitely to the New Zealander Jan Khan. So Sharon Renshaw with her third bowl.
Yes, Jan Khan certainly won't be unhappy with that. She needs to score. She needs to put pressure on Renshaw, who has delivered her third bowl. It looks to be not too dissimilar to her previous two. She may be heavier. Well, struggling to make the adjustment. Sharon Renshaw on this end.
Jan Khan now with this last bowl can draw a counting bowl and still cover Sharon Renshaw's two bowls behind, so she can. Jan Khan looks to be on a pretty good line again.
Yes, if she can pick up a 3 here, Kevin, she's certainly right back in this game. She's encouraging it to turn. I don't think she needs to encourage it anymore, because to me, that definitely looks like another shot. Jan Shirley will have a look.
Yes, it does.
Conveyed to Sharon Renshaw that she is 3 down. Well, this is a big bowl. Jan can't pick up a 3. It's back to only 4 behind. Supporters will be keeping their fingers crossed, because Sharon Renshaw has delivered her last bowl. Looks to be on very good track, but I think it's all going to come down to her weight. She's been heavy with her previous ones, and with this one, it's pulling up short. May have reduced the count, perhaps. Definitely got 1 and definitely got 2, I believe. It's one of the bowls out. The other one's very close. Renshaw concedes the second. Jan gets the tape measure. And measure the third one. Wow, it's a big end for Jan Khan.
Not quite on it, but just, yeah, that's
Picks up the 3 here. She's right back in this game.
things are sticky.
Measure the green bowl first, and they're going round to the red bowl. And indications are where that tape's sitting, it might be 3. It is. It's 3 to Jan Khan. 19 to 15. She's right back in this game. She's picked up 3 on the last 2 ends and travelling in this direction. Now, great opportunity now for her if she can score on this end. The lead has been cut by 3. Jan Khan getting a little bit more confidence about herself now. Sharon Renshaw said, "I'm not going to let you back in the game that easy."
Very good opening bowl from Sharon Renshaw then. We look down at the green bowl, sitting pretty adjacent to the jack, in front of the jack. Jan Khan now following that bowl down, and
Definitely well pointed as well. She hold her line to it, that's the big thing. Just underneath it. Now can it fall back in? That's what she needed there. Well, those ones to turn the other way, Kevin.
Well, that one didn't work out. We'd seen 2 bowls and of Sharon Renshaw sort of fallen against the bias, so to speak, but this one, that one fell the other way. So Sharon Renshaw holding 1 at the stage, leading 19 to 15.
Sharon Renshaw holding 1. Needs 2 to go out. The race to 21, 19 to 15. Very well pointed again. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, just travels through. Well, still a good bowl. Any movement of the jack back. Something behind.
Yeah, very good bowl by Sharon Renshaw. Just went through the head, but now Jan Khan wanting to keep that momentum going. Scoring 6 shots in the last 3 ends, but looks to be short with this bowl.
Well, you heard her say I didn't have the weight. Also probably suffered from the little breeze that came up when that bowl was in the middle of its journey. Sharon Renshaw on the mat. Delivering her 3rd bowl on the backhand. She has done in the past. Going in this direction, holding 1. Looking to steal the show. Coming up short though. Well, this is going to create a difficulty for Jan Khan on that backhand, Kevin, that last bowl.
Certainly is, because that last bowl with Sharon Renshaw looks to be virtually sitting in the draw line for Jan Khan, who's now coming down to have a look at the head. And of course, Sharon Renshaw's got the added advantage of having a bowl sitting just behind the head as well. And
yes, I think that could be a crucial bowl actually. Jan Khan needs to get another one close. Give herself the chance with the last one of perhaps playing a shot at it. She's down 1. She's on her backhand. Drawing. To push it out very wide for the weight that she had. I know there's an intention to play with that much weight, Kevin. I think she needs another bowl on the head.
yeah, I think it comes to what you and I were talking about before, Terry, when sometimes when there's a bowl sitting out in front of the head and you've just got to drift around it, your tendency is that just put that extra bit of weight on, and a green run at 18 seconds, it'll keep running, that's for sure. It's got to let, it's a case of perhaps the bowl being forced a bit and just You let the bowl do the work, as we say. But Sharon Renshaw holding the shot, leading 19-15.
Yes, the last bowl of this end. Looking to close this game out. Holding one. Livers. It's on its way. Studying it intently. Looks to be heavy. Drifting past once again. Well, Jan Khan is in an awkward situation. She's got to be very careful. She only has the 1 second. Sharon Renshaw has a third and a fourth shot.
Really, the only shot here for Jan Khan is to...
I think she can play with a touch of weight, can't she?
Yes.
Is she looking to try and just come inside the screen
I think
bowl?
she's got to be inside that line, but she's on the draw line.
Yes, well, seeing the fact that she's one down, but she's too heavy, as she said. Need to be on a tighter line with that weight, so it's all but for Sharon Renshaw as she picks up a single on the 19th end and gets to 20-15 as they looking to get into the closing stages of this, the women's singles final in the Trust New Zealand Open 2009. Yes, you would dearly love to continue that form coming in this direction. Pick up another 3. So right up there. A full length jack thrown. The mat out approximately 3 metres. The opening bowl of Jan Khan. Finishing a metre past the jack. As Sharon Renshaw on the mat. Knows that she only needs 1 shot to take out the title. On the forehand. Coming on a pretty good line. Back towards the jack. Well, she holds it at the moment. There's room for Khan.
Jan Khan has brought a line in with this bowl, but looks to be just a wee bit on the quick side as it just runs past the shot bowl of Sharon Renshaw.
Yes, actually put weight on that occasion. Jan Khan needs to take about a metre of weight off her first bowl.
Definitely that breeze has just got up a bit, but it shouldn't make much difference coming down the clubhouse end as they're playing towards us now. To just feel another little zephyr of a breeze go through. But, so in comes Sharon Renshaw's second bowl. And
Finished short, Kevin. But I think it's going to create some problems for Jan Khan.
Once again, we've seen Terry, that which we've seen the last few ends, that bowl out in front of the head, and the tendency from Jan Khan just to put a wee bit of weight on to get past the short bowl.
Well, let's see how she's going, because her track looks pretty good at the moment, and it's all down to weight. How's she looking, Kevin? It's coming back home, isn't it?
Certainly has. It's come home and drawn the shot, sitting jack level, about a foot away from the jack, and very, very good bowl there from Jan Khan, under pressure, of course, with Sharon Renshaw sitting on 20, just wanting the 1 shot to go out. And so we'll see Sharon Renshaw continue that forehand side of the green, and we can just feel that wind now is definitely blowing around a wee bit, but fairly sheltered down this end of the green, and Sharon Renshaw looks to be on a pretty good line.
She's a lot wider than what she was before, so it's whether she's got enough weight to bring her home. You see it tracking in towards the jack, but I think it's going to come up short. It's Jan Khan who's holding 1 at the moment. The red bowl we see there on the left of the jack, that is the shot bowl.
It was wider, Terry, because it did actually go outside.
You see the bowl here that actually is shot, Kevin, the one that Jan played. Yes, that's the number 1 at the moment, and it stayed there after Sharon Renshaw played her third bowl. players, 1 bowl left each on this end. Sharon Renshaw leading by 20 to 15, needing only 1 to go out.
Jan Khan having a look at the head, deciding, do I stick with that hand? The danger, of course, that's pretty well protected, though, the danger of touching the Sharon Renshaw bowl and knocking it in for shot. But again, I think that to stick on the consistent line coming down towards us on the, and to see whether she can just drift around the front bowl, which she did. But just looking at her body language, she may well be looking at the other hand.
Well, I think she might have to, Kevin.
And she is down to playing her bowl on the backhand side of the rink, holding 1.
Jan Khan delivers on the backhand, holding 1, trying to make it 2. The pressure on Sharon Renshaw. He only needs 1 to go out now. Jan Khan is looking pretty good with this bowl, tracking nicely towards the jack. Can she make it 2? It's coming in now. It's coming in now. It's 2 shots. It definitely is 2. Well, she needs them. She's 5 behind, 20 to 15.
Great bowl there by Jan Khan, because certainly not easy to change your hand in a situation like this, and to draw, as close as what she's done with it, about a foot away from the jack, was superb bowl from Jan Khan. And they have struggled a wee bit coming down this backhand side of the rink, but
we see it again here. This is fantastic stuff from Jan Khan, holding 1. The crowd applaud it because they know it's another shot, and it's an important shot for Jan Khan. Sharon Renshaw. What is she going to do? Stands on the mat, contemplates. Will we see a weighted shot? Will she look at driving the shot bowls out?
it's possible.
The bowls that are her own bowls may be in the way of the draw. We might see some aggression from Renshaw. We do. And she's on the drive, looking to make some contact. Does contact with 1, kicks the jack back, and she is still 2 down. We can see the 2 red bowls there at the back of the rink of Jan Khan. Well, it's 2 to Khan. She'd probably like to pick up the mat, take it back to the other end and play this way again, wouldn't she?
I think so, because
you can see the Sharon Renshaw drive. She gets some contact with 1 of the bowls, the shot bowl, kicks the jack back. Look at the heading back there, and unfortunately for her, there's 2 of the Khan bowls at the back. Wow, wow, wow. 3 points of a difference. This is Kevin, this is the closest the game has actually been since around about the 6th end, I think it was, and at that stage it was Sharon Renshaw that led by 7 to 4. We're now on the 20th end, 14 ends later, and Jan Khan has managed to get back within 3.
It's been, because we had that midway through the game where Sharon Renshaw scored fairly consistently, but
she dominated it, Kevin. She scored 10 shots over 6 ends to the 1 shot of Jan Khan's, and that's where she jumped out to the 15-5 lead. If we look at it now, it's Jan Khan who scored 12 to Sharon Renshaw's 5, and for some reason or another, Jan Khan has decided to go on to this forehand. Well, she may be in her mind to say that for the last 3 times I've gone in this direction, I've failed to score. I need to change something. So we never know. This may be a good tactic. Sharon Renshaw's first bowl drifted a long way past the jack. She knows she only needs 1. Jan Khan knows that she just needs to keep scoring.
I would just say to you, Jan Khan more than likely thought that she has struggled going down that way on the backhand side of the rink, so she's elected to change it around.
Sharon Renshaw. Well, very heavy again. That's a long way past the jack.
Well, of course he is. Jan Khan, of course, still only wants that 3 to go out, so great for her to get one very adjacent now after, because Sharon Renshaw has played 2 of her 4 bowls.
Can't. Well, the second looks to have
Come on. Whoa now.
weight as
Whoa
well.
now.
Needs to turn around. Well, it's another counter. Putting the pressure on Renshaw. And carry on doing it.
Sits right on the line.
One thing about it, Kevin, is she's got her green very good on these 2 bowls that she's played. Jan Khan, just a weight adjustment. Whereas Sharon Renshaw has been very, very heavy with both of her bowls. And she needs to make a huge adjustment, which she could well have done. Needs it to stop. It's close for the shot. I think it is the shot. Definitely beats that red bowl there, and I think the one of Jan Khan's, the red bowl that's short, is just too far short.
One to Sharon Renshaw at this stage, and of course only one shot to go out. Jan Khan played 2 bowls, but as Terry said, she's had her green good on both of her 2 bowls, going away from the clubhouse.
The crowd sort of sitting in silence and edging on Jan Khan, New Zealand hopeful.
No doubt we'll see now Jan Khan come down that again.
Forehand side?
Forehand side, no, she's on the forehand side of the rink to try and just beat the last bowl of Sharon Renshaw's.
Well, it's just a weight adjustment. She had perfect green line with her the 2 earlier bowls. To me, she looks to be heavy again. Looks to be heavy. If she can get some connection with the shot bowl would be helpful. Well, she was heavy. Yeah, she got away with it. She was far too heavy. Yes, and then she knew herself, because she really was only just trying to draw the shot. And then she started to edge it on to the Renshaw bowl because she thought she had a chance, and got the desired result.
It was arriving very quickly, dear.
It wasn't her intention, I don't think, to play that shot. Sharon Renshaw, definitely one down. Definitely one down, looking to draw the shot. Looks to be tracking pretty well too. Have a look at this bowl. Is it going to stop in time? Is it going to stop in time? Well, it's fallen over. We'll get an indication, no doubt, from the marker, Jan Shirley. He's going to have a look at it. She said, no, it is not the shot. Right. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
So, Terry, just here would be Jan Khan changing her hand?
I think she's got to. I think she's got to. Have a look at the bowl here from Jan Khan, which was very, very heavy. And it did turn on her. I don't think she expected it to turn that much with the weight that she had. Came flying back, doesn't it? Yes.
Great result.
Yes. Well, she's holding one. She's gone to have a look at the situation. She's got to come down the right-hand side of the rink as we're viewing it there. She can't afford to play the other hand, because any movement of the jack will be against her. Yes, she's confident enough to be able to control her weight.
I think, well, if we saw the last bowl we come into head, which was going fairly quickly, you rightly said, Terry, I think the logical thing to do is to change a hand and to just draw to the second shot bowl of Sharon Renshaw's, and to endeavour to make 2 of it. She stands on the mat, has a close look, and that's exactly what she's doing.
Holding 1, trailing by 3. Second ball. Chasing it up. Starting to like it. Starting to like it. The crowd are getting behind her. Yeah, she's got another. She's got another. Jan Khan. She's picked up consecutive 2s. She trails by 1. It's 20-19. She's back in this game.
2019.
Sharon Renshaw. Be feeling the chips a wee bit, do you reckon?
I think this is the test of the true so that these international players, they like these occasions too, Terry, and a good opening bowl here from Sharon Renshaw.
Yes, it is, because the pressure has been on her. Jan Khan has come flying back at her. She scored a huge number of shots over the last half a dozen ends. 17-9 down. Earlier 15-5 down, and now 20-19 down.
Joan Kahn deliberating
Bowl was Jack level, Jan.
what hand to play, and bowl's slightly jack low, but just
No, it's not. It's got a bowl low.
A bowl low.
just let it work on the draw. Imperative that and that's exactly what she's doing. You've got to start this end off confidently, and not be trying to find your way around the green where you're going to go. So Joan Kahn following the Renshaw bowl up.
Delivers. Good opening bowl from Sharon Renshaw. Could be equally as good from Joan Kahn. Oh, she got it on the outside. Well, still a good bowl though, Kevin. It's a good, handy bowl.
Very, very good bowl, and the good thing that Joan Kahn did there was stick on the hand that she'd been playing and not try and fight the green to try and get, she's got to let the head build for her as well to give her the scoring chances, and she's done that with her first bowl, but a good bowl by Sharon Renshaw with her first. Now Renshaw again on the mat with her second bowl.
Sharon Renshaw holding game at the moment. Sure, there's a lot to unfold yet in this end. Joan Kahn starting to get back into this now. Only one behind.
Joan Kahn now, she said, as she was encouraging her bowl, as it broke into the head, she must just try and drop under the shot bowl, and she would definitely have shot, and
delivers. Wants to have a touch more weight this time. It's a matter of whether she can come home inside this green one and perhaps use it. Well, she has, and she has got the shot. Well, it's going in her favour at the moment.
The bowl of the bowl of Joan Kahn's was a fraction wide, but just got a touch.
And look at this bowl here from Joan Kahn. Well, she was wide and heavy, and use it she did. Over. Shot.
Use it.
Sharon Renshaw, pressure is on you now. Can concede one shot in the end. That's the one that Joan Kahn presently holds.
We look at the head now, Terry, as well, with Joan Kahn's first bowl, which is third shot, is not that far away as well. So Sharon Renshaw, does she drive the two bowls?
No.
Or
she tries to draw. She needs one shot.
She
needs one shot. She just got to get down and try and draw it. Fortunately for her, the breeze has come up a bit. She just needs to calm herself, draw the shot. To push it out a bit. I think she's a bit heavy. You can see it travelling down relatively quickly. Yes, too heavy.
Just wondered, Terry, whether she was playing the old 2 shots in your head.
Yes. Conscious that she's one down, looking perhaps to try and turn her own bowl or have some weight through the shot bowls, but she can't afford to play with weight. She can't afford to lose her second shot.
Certainly can't.
That's the problem that she has got. Joan Kahn, she's cut the green a little bit here. Needs to, because she needs to get inside this green bowl. She's playing with the confidence. She's playing with confidence, and look at this. Jack. No. Oh. Well. Yeah, you did want the jack as well, Jan, but never mind. You hold the one shot. Sharon Renshaw has to draw.
She certainly does, because, as you said, Terry, if she was to dislodge her second shot bowl, it's game over. So she's got no option but to try and draw.
See, in her mind also now is that after that last bowl is, do I need to sort of try and get a bowl in a position to stop the movement of the jack?
So she's changing her hand now, Sharon Renshaw.
Well, she's changed her hand before. She's going to be playing with some weight.
She certainly is.
Well, this is a brave shot. This is a very brave shot. She's got it. Well, well, well. That is outstanding. That is outstanding. And I can tell you, Kevin Hickland, that would not have been the shot that I would have been playing.
Certainly would not, because as we actually said just a moment ago, that if she was to dislodge her own bowl second shot, the game's all over. And there was only centimetres between that. She played with weight.
Have we look at this. Look at this shot. Absolutely sensational shot. Well, yeah, I don't know. It just looked as though there's a possibility she could take it her own out there and not remove any of the Khan bowls, and she elected to play it, and the pressure now has gone back on Jan Khan. She's got to decide, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to try and play similar to my previous one, pick up the jack, win the game, or am I going to try and remove the shot bowl?
Any touch on the
made
jack.
up her mind.
Any touch on the jack is 2 shots.
Well, the nerves will be hanging around. She's got a chance if she turns to get the shot bowl. She's got to turn to get the shot bowl. She's got to get it. She's got it on the wrong side. It's Sharon Renshaw who's got the double. The winner of the 2007 event has become the winner of the 2009 event. A sensational final it was. And it was Sharon Renshaw who played a magnificent bowl on the last end to pick up the single shot and win by 21-19.
It was a nail-biting finish. I did not expect Jan Khan to be able to come back from 15-5 down. She did 19-20, and I thought she's going to win it. She's going to come back and do a miracle finish.
Yes, it was going to be a Houdini from Jan Khan, but Sharon Renshaw, she played one of the most dangerous shots in the game, and well, it came off for her, and she's pocketed the prize money.
She said she's absolutely delighted to have her name on the trophy 2 out of the 3 years it's been running.
Yeah, it's a pretty good record indeed, and she can go back to Australia tonight a very happy person.
Terry, next week it's the men's singles final. 2 fantastic bowlers again in Girvan and Fisher. What can we expect from that?
Well, our blackjack player Richard Girvan, he's on some pretty good form at the moment, but don't write off one of Auckland's top bowlers, Neil Fisher.
All right, well, thank you very much, Terry, and also make sure you do tune in next Tuesday. It's our first screening of the men's singles final.